Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You see these big old crappie? I mean, there is a live well. Look at that, a live well full of them. Guys, I'm gonna give away that spot with GPS coordinates on fishtips.com. I'm gonna tell you what, that's where I'm gonna put, when I go catch big old crappie and stuff like that, I'm gonna post it. We're here at Bussy Break. Got it in the background. No guiding allowed on Bussy Break, but you can give away spots and GPS points. So here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna post those on as a fish tip. I'm gonna show you the baits, everything, GPS points, everything like that. That way you can get in there and catch them big old crappie just like that. Hey guys, here's what I'm gonna do today. We're gonna talk about, I've already showed you those big crappie over there, but here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna talk about, one of the things is, how do you tail a big crappie? How do you go about searching for it? And so forth and so on. Lately, I have been using these breaks more and more, learning how to effectively search quickly, but being able to throw the brakes on when I see a fish. Here's the thing, I've been leaving my trolling motor like on 1 and 2, way down at the bottom, and almost leaving it on constant. Using that, scanning side to side, searching for those ghosts. What is a ghost? I'm gonna show you some of these videos here, and searching for those big ghosts, and then approaching. And then when I get inside my magic number, which my magic number with the pole that I'm using is about 18 feet. Anything inside 18 feet, I'll pitch to them. Anything closer than 12, I don't want to be. So I like that 12 to 18 foot range. I'm using the brakes, and when I would get in 20, 21 foot, I would slow down and just ease in there, make that pitch, pendule it out, and come by them big crappie, and I'm catching. I caught a good mess of crappie today. And I'm gonna show you what I'm looking for, because sometimes I have figured out more or less, when you see those ultra bright returns at 30 and 35 feet, those are usually 2 and 3 fish together. But when you see that ghosted return, which I'm gonna show you several examples of ghosted returns, when you see those ghosted returns, those are the big crappie that you wanna target and go after. And when you see those ghosted returns, then you can start to use that to use your boat control, your brakes, and these are power brakes. They are the best to me. I'm not sponsored by them, don't have anything to do them, don't have any affiliation with them. They just work amazing, and I'm going to show you right now. So let's get in there and take a look at some of these the ghosted images. And then we'll be able to kind of talk about how, you know, when I'm looking, scanning, how I go, oh, that's not a fish, or that's a group of little bitty ones. And then when you see that one, that's how I know what I'm gonna approach. Let's get into that right now. All right, what we're looking at is, notice, like, for example, at 8 and 10 feet, there's 2 little small returns, but the really large fish, it was over 2 pounds. You'll see my bait falling right to it at about 14 foot. Notice how there's not a real bright return. It's almost like a ghost. And there I am, snatching him up. But these fish are located very close to schools of bait fish. There he is again at 10 feet. Not a super bright return. Now we're going to look at another one. As the bait's coming down, you'll notice him going off, but you notice there's never a real bright return. It almost looks like a ghost. I call it like a ghost from Pac-Man. Hey guys, very hard to see. That helps you catch those big old fish. And I tell you what, I love bass fishing, you know I do, but when that water temperature gets cold, those big crappie get aggressive, and they start floating. To me, is when that time where they're really floating out in that open water. That colder water temperature, because they are a cold-blooded animal like everything, like bass and other things, it does slow them down a little bit, so they tend to be more like target oriented when they wait on a fish to come by them, and not as chase as much. That's myself personally. Some people might have different experience. But guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Hey, ring the bell.